Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. It is now the, hell, I don't even know what day it is. It's Friday, 25th. That's what it is, the 25th. Tomorrow is youth weekend, 26th and 27th. I got my buck yesterday, so I'm pretty much not going to get another buck until I see that big one or the end of the season, whichever comes first. So, and going to be going after those. But right now, I'm in my stand number 2. I want to clear out a couple little trees and shit that are in my way to give me a better field of view. Let me show you what I'm doing. Cutting this tree and that tree right there. I'm going to have it fall this direction, trim it all up and be out of my way, so I got a better field of view for the deer. I think that's the only 2 trees that I really need to get out of my way, and that's what I'm going to do. Once I'm done, I'll show you the outcome, and then I'm going to try to raise my stand over here in the corner a little bit and level it back out so I'm not so damn tilted, and make it a little bit more comfortable. So I'll let you go, and when I'm done I will show you what I've done, and then chime back in on Monday when we start hunting again. All right. Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. Well, it's the 27th of October and it's still youth weekend, so no hunting. I'm fixing to go back down the stand that I finished off the other day I told you about, but I couldn't get my chainsaws to work, so I had to come up and get my other chainsaw and hopefully cut those 2 trees. But in the meantime, I had a viewer ask me, what equipment do I use? So as we're going to do this, I'm going to pull out some of my equipment and add it to this video besides cutting trees, because that gets a little boring, and I'll show you my property. So let's start. First of all, I have an Axis 500 that I use to go down to my stands, put the corn in the feeders, pull the deer out if I have to, etc. Fixing to trade this off for a tractor and a backhoe so I can do food plots. Okay, that's an important tool right there in itself. So let me show you some other tools. I have a deer sled, as you can see, not the best in the world. And I added 2 eye bolts to it, so when I put the deer in there, we can actually tie it down and hold it down in place. But we also have the deer cart that I cart the deer in and out of the woods, because the Axis 500 can only go so far. But what I like to do, I tie it down with a strap, of course, but we put the cart as well as that sled together, and it gets us out of the woods a little easier, especially up here in Mama's area. Carrying the deer, that is my tools. So that's what I use, those 2. But like I said, I use that sled, and we put the deer in there, drag it up a little bit, and then we put it on top of the one with the wheels and cart it out of the woods. Especially in her area, because it's flatter. And if it's down in my areas, and the other areas she has, we use the Axis 500, which we will soon use a bucket loader. It'll be a lot easier to use on the tractor. So right now, let's take a ride down to the stands. I got to check camera cards and we'll show you what we got down there. Number 2, this is the wife stand. This is an HME ground blind as well, and I got a Game Winners platform. This is for my wife stand, and if you look a little farther, she's got steps up there that we had built for her too. Now let's look at the property here. As you can see, we've cleared out trees here to make this a nice shooting lanes, as I would like to call them, or a field of fire. And her feeder is down here, which I'm going to actually, when I get the backhoe, lower that more to the ground. And what's more important is I have the Spartan cameras. I got the sun in my eyes here. And this is very good for tracking my deer and seeing when they come, what time to come, and what deer I have on my property. Now every Sunday I come out here because I don't have cellular cameras, and I actually check my camera cards. I take them all out, I change them. Let me see if I get it out of my pocket here. Hold on. I've always got pockets for something. I keep them in a little case. There's 2 sets for each camera, so I change one out, put it in my case, and I carry it to my next stand, and then I go back to my computer and I look at see what the heck I have. Let me show you a view. All right, there you have it. Her ground blind, Game Winners game platform. Now it does have the step where you can get up from the bottom here, but she don't like that, so that's why we have the steps going to the door and etc. And of course, there's my Axis 500. Okay, so now we're at stand number 1 for me, my stand. Game Winners platform, okay? Still got the ladder, as you can see right there. Sits up about 9 feet, and it's got some good range, and let me show you the property. 3 years ago, we cleared out trees everywhere, all the way down here, over here. Now, when I get my tractor again, I'm going to scrape all this stuff out of the way and make my food plots longer. And if you can see, my Game Winner feeder is sitting there. All my feeders are Game Winners, okay? And as you can see, once again, trail cameras. Now, I maintain at least 8 cameras, 10 cameras around the property. Deer, house security, etc., whatever I want to do. And that doesn't count my installed in the house one. So, but once again, these trail cameras allow me to see the movements of my deer in and out of the property, how many I got. And here's a picture of the one, first time ever marking his territory, a buck. I've never seen that in any of my cameras until this last time. So we're getting better. It's just improving the property. That's all I can do. So, welcome to my second stand. I got a HME 270-degree view ground blind on a platform that I made personally. Okay, we'll show you. So, made the platform, made the steps up to the platform. It's got 270-degree view. Now, what I'm actually going to do is we're actually going to build a hard deer stand box blind up here, as well as on the second stand for my wife. We have 4 stands. 2 of them are the same. My stand 1 and my wife's stand 1 are both game winners, and they both are the exact same thing, except hers is a little different than mine because she's got a little bit lower ceiling, and she's got shooting shelves all the way that I built in there so she could rest a crossbow or a rifle on when she shoots and gets a steady shot. So let me show you the property. Here by the creek bed, which runs right down here. It's a little creek. It usually got water in it 90% of the time, but it does dry up in the summer. But during the winter, it does get a little bit more water. I'm cutting this tree down and that tree down. But so far, we've cleared numerous shooting lanes. And this is where that big buck is. He comes in from over here, and I'm going to show you right here. As you can see, he is a big boy. So I got 2 big bucks on my property that I'd like to get. But like I said, the property around me hunts. There's 33 acres off here to my left that belongs to the guy that I bought this property in the house from. And then it goes into my neighbor's, and she's got 35 acres. And then on the right side over here, we go into the youth camp on the other side of Joe's stand, my wife's second stand, and her first stand. And our property borderlines this youth camp, which is about 100 and 200 acres. And then on the top half up here, there's another 200 acres up there. All wooded, nobody on it. So that should be good. So let me get to work here. And I'm not going to video going back up the road here, where I just wanted to show you a little bit of the video driving to my stand and some of the other reasons, privacy. And when I get back there, we'll talk about the other equipment that I have that we use for hunting, and we will go from there and explain everything up there at the house, but not down here. So I got work to do. Hang in there. I'm going to show you the video when I'm done and what it looks like, and we'll go from there. Well, we're not going to cut the tree this season. A chainsaw blade is duller than a butter knife. Didn't realize it. Having problems with the chainsaws. I got to take the other one in and get it serviced next week or so. So I think I'll take it when I go do my wife's car on Thursday. We'll go turn it in and see if they can service it and get it started. I need that chainsaw. Whatever. I need to get it done. Doesn't have to be this season. So next season I'll cut 4 more trees out of my way, and then I'll be good to go. But right now, we're done cutting for the day. So let's go talk about the other equipment. All right, so saw the woods. First thing we got to use is we have the RS410 from 10 Point Crossbows. I love this crossbows. This is my wife's. I have the same exact one. It's cock it and decock it without having to shoot anything into the arrow. So if we don't shoot, we decock it and we don't have to do anything with it. It comes with a normal 10-point scope, so we're not going to get into specifics. Also have on here, as you can see, is a Tacticam 6.0 camera for videoing as we shoot. Now, we take this same camera off during rifle season. I use a 30-06 that my son gave me, Savage. My wife has the AR-15 converted over to a 300 Blackout, which is a lot more powerful, a lot better rifle. All I needed was a lower receiver, and the upper receiver was changed. Okay. We also used the Bog Death Grip for practicing our crossbows and sighting them in, as well as the rifles. It gives us a steady platform, etc. I have a hunting bag. Now, in my hunting bag, I keep various tools. One of them is the Pole rangefinder. Now, this was given to me by my son. I love it. I use it all the time. My wife also has one that she uses. All right. Mini tripods. I got a lot of tripods for cameras and stuff in here as well. And then you jump over to some of the other tools that we're using. This year is going to be new. I got a Winsent 2.0. I'm going to be using this season, which is legal here in Tennessee. I got the email. We have the butt out. Yes, this comes in handy. You stick it in the deer's rear end, twist it a few times so it's tight, and then you can pull out all the innards without having to worry about it. Remote control for the scent, as well as a tripod. And Edge Outdoors knife with new razor blades so we can gut our deer out properly. Okay, now let's just see a couple pockets in the bag, and then of course rubber gloves to keep our hands clean if we need to, which we don't usually use. She uses kitchen gloves, which works great. Also have a scale for when we get the turkey, as well as tape measure for the racks. When you got to measure that rack, you got to know how big it is, etc., as well as the spurs. I don't have the spur tool, which is unusual. On the top of my bag, I don't even know what I got in this top pouch. I need to probably check it out, huh? Oh, I have my Hex face mask. Now I use Hex a lot. I got it, as well as bowstring wax up here on the top. That's in my little top pouch of this thing. Now this is a duck bag of some sort. I bought it at Cabela's, and let's see what it's called here. Yeah, it's Cabela's Northern Flight. I don't use it for ducks because I don't hunt ducks. Okay. Grunt call. Very important. Headset when I shoot the rifle. Another tripod that I need to throw away out of here, huh? My rattle kit for the deer, as well as my doe beat. Okay, I keep all this stuff handy, and it works perfectly out there. Now, whether it catches or not is another story. Mini flashlight, also my turkey call, and of course my Vortex binoculars. Okay, that is it for my bag, along with all the extra blades and stuff for the thing. That's just, like I said, that's some of it. We have hunting clothes. I just now got a pair of muck boots a couple of weeks ago or so. I really do love those muck boots. On and off is easy. Walking around is comfortable. Getting in and out of the stand is comfortable. My wife has the brand that came out of our Academy store, which she loves too, but she's looking at probably going to get a set of mucks as well. Hunting clothes, they're hunting clothes, what can I say? Camouflage. I've had my pants now going on to 20 years. So, and they still fit now because I lost the weight, which is good. And of course the hunting shirt. We have the hex top and bottoms for scent protection. It's not a scent protection, it's your electronics from your body, your electro modes or whatever they want to call it, okay? It stops your electric signature so the deers don't see you. And you know what? They actually do work pretty damn good too. So as far as that, that's all the gear that we got. I hope it helps you that asked. I do appreciate it because this gives me something to talk about now before I start my other hunting video. I did not get to cut the tree down. My chainsaw blade was dull, like I said earlier. I have to get the other chainsaw fixed. My reliable one is broken. Like I said, we have two of the 10-point RS 410s from 10 Point up in Ohio. And Randy Wood runs the show up there. He's a very good guy. Julie used to work there. I used to call her a lot. She was really good. Now there's a second Julie. These are all good people. I've never had a problem with 10 Point. They've been very good. This is our second 10 Point. We used to have the Rampage 360s, but that one you had to shoot a deadbolt into the ground or shoot a deer. And we switched over to a smaller one. Oh, hold on. We also use the 16-inch center punch, XVO, whatever they want to call it, center punches from 10 Point as well. Now this year, we don't have the lighted Alpha Nox. We just got regular Nox. This is not a problem. I could never get the batteries to do what I wanted to do. We switched over to G5 dead meat V2s. Now this thing will cut a 2-inch hole in the deer and drop them. And we've shot 2 deer with it so far. And let me tell you, they have not gone farther than 60 yards after we shot them. And you can see it and you can follow the blood trail real easy. My wife's blood trail wasn't followed as easy because it was a gut shot. But still, the deer didn't even go 20 yards on hers. But this thing will tear up a deer. I like it. I'm not putting anything against the other brands that are out there. But I have found that the dead meat has been reliable as far as the blades opening up and cutting so far. And ladies and gentlemen, that is my hunting gear. It's everything that we have, what we use. You saw we got 4 stands, 2 9-foot game winner platforms, quads, and then we have the game winner ground blind platform for my wife, which we're going to be building a hard stand on, and then the homemade one that I made. So that is it. And all we're doing now is managing the land. Like I said, I'm going to get a tractor with a backhoe so I can dig up the ground, make some nice clover flute plots for the deer, because feeding them corn is illegal in Tennessee during hunting season, whether it's deer or turkey. Which makes it weird is because you can have cornfield and they can go out there and eat corn. So I don't see the difference. But anyway, it's their rules, their laws. Hopefully one day they'll change it and let us start feeding like Texas again and draw the deer in that way. Because keeping the deer in the woods and hunting them is not unfair to other hunters. It's actually managing your deer, and it stops people from hitting them with their cars. I see dead deer every time I drive down the road. This means they ran across the road, some moron wasn't paying attention and hit the deer, or just an accident, whatever the case may be. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you got some information on it. As far as tips for hunting, I'd stick to videos on YouTube from other hunters that I've actually started watching Tennessee deer hunters now more and more. And I'm seeing some tremendous hunting. I'm seeing some good activity on public land, especially LBL, which is only 20 miles down the road. But I don't hunt public land. I got my own property here. We manage our own deer, and I don't have to worry about it. Now, as far as my orange, we do have the orange reflective, the vest like you saw in a lot of my videos, but I'm not wearing it no more because you don't need it during archery season, which I did not know. And I don't see why I need to wear it on my private property anyway. Nobody's here but me. But during rifle season, we will wear the orange as required by law. So that'll be it for this weekend. The youth weekend is finished today at sunset, 30 minutes after. And then tomorrow morning, yes sir, I'll be right back in the stand making another video. And hopefully we could drop a doe or two, or that big boy comes out. Whatever comes first. All right, we'll talk to you later.